Well, I don't think we have a choice at this point. I think the people don't realize that we're embarking on a huge change. Just thinking back to the reality that there's an African American as president of the United States, that would not be possible even 10 years ago, 15 years ago. We're living in a different place. And I think America, as a leading power of the world, is naturally going to have to change just as the politics have changed and just as the leadership has changed. And the philosophy of America cannot continue to be the way it's been. And what that brings is a sense of reality and a sense of self-awareness. And we don't have a choice but to talk about this. If we're not going to empower our people, we're not going to get anywhere. We're in a big trouble. So I think we don't have a choice. We have to have this conversation. It's just about whoever's gonna understand it and take on that role first. They're gonna be the ones that are gonna be the change makers in the future. In history so far, leaders and leadership has been defined by I. It's been looked at as this one person figure. There's been a lot of glorification of the individual, and so you have all these groups called the Clinton Global Foundation, or all these foundations or companies named after people. But ultimately, those people, they had people that worked under them that worked really hard to make those things happen. I think right now we're living in a culture where it's more collective, more collaborative, and we're moving from an I culture to a we culture, and from I leadership to we leadership. And I think the better companies can realize that, and the better leaders can realize that it's about collective action, the farther we're going to go. Obama, in his speech, when he won the Democratic vote, he said, "This is not about me, this is about you, the people. This election is not my election, it's your election." And he empowered them through that sort of language. And I think as leaders, it's really important to use that type of language to empower the masses and ultimately give them the power to create change.